Azam 342. The proposal was in itself cunning, but in view of the determination of the Congress leadership to buy freedom at the price of unity, it made no practical meaning. It would have made meaning if Gandhiji had backed his proposal up with the prospect of action. Turning then to the triad of the Congress, Lohia writes, Messrs. Nehru and Patel were offensively aggressive to Gandhiji at this meeting. I had a few sharp exchanges with both of them, some of which I shall now relate. What appeared to be astonishing then as now, though I can today understand it somewhat better, was the exceedingly rough behavior of these two chosen disciples towards their master. There was something psychopathic about it. They seemed to have set their heart on something, and whatever they scented that Gandhiji was preparing to obstruct them, they barked violently. I can understand. Lohia had some sharp exchanges in this AICC meeting with Nehru, and it was the Central Committee of Indian National Congress, AICC, the Central Committee. AIC, meeting with Nehru and Patel. Patel asked Lohia to forget all this talk about what would happen in India after partition. He would talk to Jinnah in the language of He will talk to Jinnah in the language of Danda, to which Lohia retorted that he had been listening to Sardar's language of soul for years. Now in future he would have listened to the language of Danda, adding, if you have fought for the freedom of India as generals, so have we as soldiers. On the resolution proper on Mountbatten's proposals, a view was expressed that negative mention be made in it if the two nation theory in original draft which Nehru had brought, there was no such mention. Lohia therefore suggested an amendment to the resolution. This was backed by Gandhi. The amendment eloquently said, geography, not the mountains and the seas, fashioned India as she is, and no human agency can change that shape or come in the way of her final destiny. The picture of India we have learned to cherish will remain in our minds and hearts, and the false doctrine of the two nations in India will be discredited and discarded by all. This resolution, as amended, was passed by the working committee, but when this amendment was moved by Lohia and backed by Gandhiji, Nehru in anger had said that they were obsessed by the views of Jinnah and were arguing with him all the time. What is the cause of calling the people who are flaying at each other's throat brothers? He asked, to which Lohia replied that the Americans had their civil war. 300 to 400,000 Americans were killed, or maybe more on both the sides. They did not cease to be brothers. It was at this crucial moment that Gandhi intervened again effectively and got the partition resolution passed by the AICC. Gandhi spoke from the heart in the despair when he said, if at this stage the AICC were to reject the Congress Working Committee decision to accept the Mountbatten partition plan, what would the world think of it? The consequences of rejection will entail the finding of a new set of leaders who will have to constitute a new working committee and also be capable of running the government. Maintaining peace in the country is very essential at the present juncture. Congress has been all along opposed to Pakistan, and I too have steadfastly opposed it. Yet I have now to urge for its acceptance. Sometimes certain decisions, however unpalatable, have to be taken. I've got a footnote over here. It's in the Divangari script, the danda, lit, stick, is a punctuation character. The galaf consists of a single vertical stroke. Now I come back to the content.